Fight for a better future, even if you may not live to see it. Greet, Order of Saint Traft. Flavor text of Repel the Abominable. On the dark world of Innistrad, humanity is under constant threat from the monstrous denizens of the night. The creatures of this plane seek always to harm or corrupt the people of the townships. But just as the enemies of humanity are numerous, so too are its defenders. Empowered by the holy light of the Archangel Avacyn, an organized church would spring up to defend the people of Innistrad against the terrors of the night. Priests wielding holy magic would work alongside angels to safeguard the townsfolk, while holy warriors of the church, the Cathars, would take the fight to the monsters. Wielding protective charms and wards, these soldiers venture out into the dark and unknown corners of the world, facing evil with blade in hand and striking it down whenever possible. While the skill of an individual varied, veteran Cathars were often experts in their field, specialists in slaying their chosen prey, no matter how vile or powerful. One such specialist was the saint known as Traft. Even as a young priest, he had gained fame as a skilled slayer of demons. Alongside the angels of Avacyn, Traft would cut down a great many demonic beings. But even as he worked to safeguard the innocent, Traft would come to learn a terrible truth. The demons of Innistrad, composed of dark and fearsome mana, were not truly destroyed when they were slain. Instead, their essence would disperse, only to eventually coalesce once again, resulting in the demon in question being reborn later on. In this way, the demons of Innistrad could never truly be vanquished. They would always return, lurking in the darkness. Though it was a dread truth to behold, Traft did not give in to despair, instead steeling his resolve to defend humanity. Alongside the angels of Avacyn's host, he struck down any demonic incursion he encountered, bringing light and hope to the people of Innistrad. For the demons' part, it was no great inconvenience to be destroyed, but as Traft struck them down again and again, their grudge would grow, and they conspired to bring an end to this holy warrior. One day, Traft would return to his home to discover it had been broken into. The door was ajar, and the magical ward had been destroyed. An angel awaited nearby, ready to assist him should he need it, but he entered alone. Inside, he found a note instructing him to come to the dangerous mountain pass known as Needle's Eye alone. For emphasis, near the note was the dismembered finger of a young girl. Traft told the waiting angel to not worry, that he would take care of things, and to not accompany him. He departed to the mountain pass. What awaited him there was a small demonic cult, holding the girl entranced. The cultists cast a spell that enshrouded the area in a dark fog, and they danced and mocked him from the mist. One by one, Traft would cut down the cultists with his blade, but as he slew the leader, he discovered the weapon he wielded was not his trusted sword, but rather the sacrificial bone dagger of the cult. To his horror, Traft had unwittingly taken part in a ritual to call forth a great demon. He freed the girl, telling her to run as the earth split open. It was only after the ancient Withingar emerged from the fissure that the saint allowed himself to call on his angelic ally. The angel arrived with a host of others, yet it was far too late. Saint Traft was slain by the demon lord Withengar. In their fury, the angels were able to destroy the demon, anguished at their failure to defend the saint. Withengar was slain, but he would return. Saint Traft, however, was gone, and humanity lost a great defender. And yet, with his death, Traft did not allow himself to pass on into the blessed sleep. He remained on Innistrad as a Geist, eternally prepared to fight evil even after death. And wherever the Geist went, not far behind would be an angel, ready to aid in his campaign against the darkness. When the Archangel Avacyn succumbed to madness, she turned against the people of Innistrad, beginning a violent purge of humanity. The angel was not alone in her madness, however, as many within the church, and even other angels, turned against those they once defended. Violent inquisitorial purges became commonplace as the Lunarch Council gave in to madness and corruption. The church, which had long been the shining defender of humanity, was now one of its greatest threats. Seeing the corruption happening around them, many within the church ranks abandoned their post. Among them, the Guardian of Thraben, the Cathar Thalia. These individuals would come to encounter the Geist of Saint Traft, and together formed a new holy order, one dedicated to the protection of humanity against any that sought its destruction, the Order of Saint Traft. With Avacyn's death at the hands of Soren Markov, the final magical protections around Innistrad were gone, and the Eldrazi Titan Emrakul was able to fully manifest on the plane. This ancient entity brought with it a corrupting madness, one that twisted all life it affected. After some time, a great battle occurred against the Eldrazi at the city of Thraben, in which nearly all creatures of Innistrad participated. The Order of Saint Traft was present for this apocalyptic conflict, fighting alongside vampires, werewolves, and even the undead. During this conflict, the Geist of Saint Traft provided critical aid in revealing that, by allowing the Geists of Innistrad to possess them, the living could fight off the madness that Emrakul spread. The Order aided greatly in battling against Emrakul's hordes, and Thalia, fighting alongside Traft and Sigarda, were able to slay the corrupted abomination known as Brazella. With Emrakul sealed away within Innistrad's moon, the greatest threat to the world is no more. Yet evil still lurks in the dark, and humanity will always be in need of defenders. It can be certain that the Order of Saint Traft will remain active, ready to defend the people from the monsters. The Geist of Saint Traft is a legendary creature, a spirit cleric, first introduced during the original Innistrad set. The Geist was impressive as a creature with hexproof that also summoned an angel to attack alongside it every combat. Later, during Shadows over Innistrad, he received a reference in the card Invocation of Saint Traft, which provided any enchanted creature with the same combat trigger as the original Geist's card. Innistrad is one of the most popular settings of Magic the Gathering, with a return already on the horizon. With the Geist of Saint Traft now playing a major role in the defense of Innistrad's humanity, it's possible we'll see him again next year. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or sharing this video with your friends. If you're subscribed to my channel and click the notification bell, you'll be alerted whenever I upload new videos. Finally, if you have a suggestion for a topic you'd like me to cover, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Thanks again, and have a great day.